You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, don't linger on the specifics. You have a... Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? While I appreciate the mental exercise, nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess, and before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the end, unless, of course... Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, oh, if only that were the... I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. Like I said, Of course I haven't. Why would I even I mean, maybe some people do? Like, no. Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, then each and every... So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table, the blade is your implement. You take the blade from the table. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs. She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. The blade tumbles out of your trembling.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness.
Note the lack of detail.
I know. And yet you hesitated the moment you saw me. And you dropped your knife. If killing... So, someone put you up to this, right? And whoever it is...
That's a fair question. Who chained her in this basement? And if she's so dangerous, don't give away the game. And don't let her destroy...
I'm right, aren't I? So who put you up to this?
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous? Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know...
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have... Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you, either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do... But you don't really know me, do you?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all... So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending...
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk.
Too long.
You can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a... Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge. She isn't suggesting what she is.
Oh, have you decided...
You know why you're... That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you...
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret.
You have to make a choice. Oh, for the love of...
Good. I'm glad you've come to your...
You're making a No. You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding them. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it...
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for... You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. Is someone else here? You try the door, but you're here to slay. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. The knife. Pick it up.
You won't like what... Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm. Just above them, you cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you. How is she so composed after losing an arm?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just... As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps... Wait, this isn't fair. You can't watch me. Stop that.
I thought this was a little
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the... This is the end. I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to slay her. Oh, don't you start grandstanding about moral. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best... You know I can hear you two, right? And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you... I'm not so sure running away is the best idea. Seriously? You're just going to... I guess we will. Good. Going back to the cabin is the only way we can get to the bottom of things. A warning. She will lie. She will Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in. Did you just say wink? No, I didn't. Just ignore this clown. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the core. The only furniture of note is an iron table. The blade is your implement. You walk up to the wall next to the basement. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of... You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. But there was a mirror a second, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back. I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. Are you sure? What if she... I don't... Yes. Turns it against you. She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn... Okay. You take the blade from... Thanks. door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. Her voice, hard.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck. Should we be worried about the... Why would you be worried about her restraints? Have you noticed?
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat?
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have... You do as she asks and sit on the floor.
Thank you. Now... Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the...
First you make a comment about having been here before. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's a complicated thing. Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you have... The situation right now, a contingency for you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't... If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. That's pathetic. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck. Moving on. Why is it important? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming. I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please...
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry, you'll get it back.
But she seems confident. Whatever it... Oh, please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her. So, what should... I don't know. I'm just spelling... Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon... That doesn't sound great. There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him. Possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both...
Yes. Your intentions. There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only...
Is she forgetting about the shack? Or does she think she'd survive a behead? You're right. Maybe she's... Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests. Nothing happened. You died, I went upstairs, I couldn't leave, and now you're back.
Is that really... It's not like...
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. I wouldn't do that. And why? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a... And what? Is it going to... I don't know. He doesn't want us to look at it. But what if he's telling that he isn't? I am. Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the... I don't want... What is that supposed to mean? Yes.
Come out and say it then. You're just waiting.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd and, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same... yes? Are we stuck here now? Yes.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like...
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut us.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad.
Not to touch things with specific...
No, that there's something special about this.
You and the princess wait in...
There must be something we can do.
But there isn't. Time, it passes.
At least the world.
It isn't. You're stuck. But she's not ending anything. She's just... Her very existence is a threat. It harms
How exactly?
It just...
But
Your line of questioning is in...
let me guess. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first. A bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there. But then they get larger. You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed?
She hasn't stopped.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves, until suddenly, there are no walls. And?
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin. And nothing bad had to happen to either. So this is the outside world. It's...
She's gone. Where... And there's that mirror. I'm begging you. It's different now. It feels...
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something...
Something finds me in the long... I am solitary lights. I think that you are like... We are oceans. Yes. Nerves. This one is determined, but also cautious. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be. I'm sorry. There are some changes that can... I promise. I have only just now stirred. You are familiar. Nothing, as we are. There is no... Bring me more... You ask of things that can... How can I know? More than you have found, but less than... Everything. Then we will be here for... She asks that you won't.